Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Anita and this is Sewing Yogi. Today I thought I would join the bandwagon and do a Friday sews. So I've been seeing other vloggers do Friday sews and it never really occurred to me to think about doing it, to be honest. And then this week I've been umming and ahhing about what to make for my April plans, and literally last night I made a decision on some of the stuff. So I thought, as I was filming this, I may as well just do a Friday sews. So I'm going to try and get a Friday sews in every week. If I can't, then sorry, apologies for that, but I will try and get one done, and then it can give you updates as to how I'm going with my sewing, if I'm having any problems and any issues that I may want to discuss, or any advice that I may want to ask you. Then I thought that'd be quite good. I've seen that other people have said that the Friday sews is quite a good chance to force the hand into doing some extra sewing and also doing some filming, because it is really challenging trying to get everything done, as well as keep at home and work and, you know, do general life things. So anyway, I'm going to get on with it. So my plans for April are a bit sketchy, but I'm just going to try and do what I can. So first and foremost, I've cut out today a pattern that I have found, and it was literally a pattern I've bought in the past month for the free. It was a free with a magazine, so it was the Simply Sewing magazine, and this was purely because of the Frugal Frocks 2021 challenge that we've just recently done. Has really opened my eyes to doing free patterns. I've got stacks and stacks of free patterns. I mean, I've got boxes full of patterns dotted around the house that I've hidden away so that, you know, my husband doesn't find them. But, you know, it's one of those things that I just can't let go of them. And a lot of them I really love, but I just haven't had the chance to sew them up. So I had said previously that I may attempt to try and get one free sewing in, or one sewing project in every month. So this month I've chosen this pattern, which was called the spring dress. So it may actually come up the wrong way on the camera, but that's what it says. It's the spring dress. And it's actually a pattern that has been designed by Nina Lee. So I thought that was a really cute little spring dress. You can see it there. It has a tiered skirt and a cute little top with a tie on the top there. And you can have the sleeves that just go roughly towards the elbows, just above the elbows, or a longer sleeve. And they've got this lovely little bell sleeve detail on the bottom. And I just thought that was really, really cute. Now, I don't think there's any zips involved, which is always a plus sign in my view. And I just thought that would be perfect for spring. So I'm going to give that a go, and I've cut out the fabric already. I've got some left here, and this is actually fabric that I've already made a dress out of. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this fabric already. I made a Nancy dress by Sew Over It in this fabric. I've actually got it the wrong way around. So you don't want to see the back of the fabric, do you? You want to see the actual pattern. And it's literally just a blue fabric, navy blue, with a little ditzy flower print on it. It's really cute, and it's a really lovely quality viscose that I actually purchased again in my local market at the end of last summer. It's an amazing market that I have near me. They have stalls on there every Tuesday that are mostly fabric stores. And a lot of them are brilliant, and the prices are so fabulous. I mean, you're talking like you're going to pay about £3, £2 a metre for, you know, most of the fabric that they have there. And I have befriended quite a few of the market sellers, and found out that they are literally just buying this fabric from where everyone else buys the fabric. It's just probably past season fabric or dead stock, and they're getting it at a good price, so that they could sell it on the market store a little bit cheaper. But there you go. So yeah, I'm going to make it in that fabric, and it's kind of going to be wearable twirl. So I have other fabric that I really love, but I was a little bit nervous about cutting into it for my first attempt at doing this. So I'm going to do it out of this blue fabric first, and then I'm going to have a go once I've got all the fitting done, and it should be quite easy, I think, because it is quite a loose fitting dress. It doesn't have too much fitting. There is bust darts in it, but I've cut out the pattern. When I traced off the pattern itself, I held it up against me, and the bust dart seems to sit in the right place, so I think I'm not going to have to move that. I'm going to go ahead and do it and see what happens. Size wise, I have gone a little, I'm chancing this slightly. I've gone with a size 6 on my shoulders because I measured the pattern pieces and found there wasn't that much difference between the 6 and the 8. And I do always find that I have to do the small shoulder adjustment. So I'm going to chance this. This is why I'm trying it out with the blue fabric. I've graded to an 8 for the chest, and well, actually no, I've graded between the 8 and the 10 because of the sizing, the way it works. It's saying 34 inches for the size 8, but on the finished garment it says 35 inches, so that's only roughly an inch ease for the chest. Now I've looked at the pattern and I thought, well, yeah, an inch may be all right, but I'm not convinced. So I have chosen to grade between the 8 and the 10, and for the size 10 it's saying for a chest of 36 inches, but I think on the final garment measurements it says, I think it's coming up 37. Let me check. Yeah, the garment finished garment measurements for the size 10 are coming up 37, which I think would be too big for me. So I've graded between the 8 and the 10 for the chest, and then for the skirt I've got to the waist, I've just gone straight to a 10 without faffing about that too much. Yeah, I'm just going to see how that works out, and then obviously if it doesn't work out, I haven't cut into my nice fabric. So yeah, that's one project I've got going on at the moment, and the other one I just dropped on the floor. So I'm going to just trace this off for the moment. I don't know if I'm going to make it. It is the Fiona dress by Closet Core. So yeah, I really, really love this dress. I just think it's, you know, it's a dress that I've probably admired for a long time, and even in shop bought ready to wear dresses, I've seen quite a few of these over the years, you know, and I've just loved the style. I just think it's a really lovely summery dress to have. So I'm going to trace that off. I probably will do the shorter version. I won't do the longer version for me. I just think the shorter version will suit me better. Yeah, so I'm going to trace that off. Like I say, I don't know if I'll get that done this month, but I have got a couple of fabrics that I could probably make that out of. So yeah, that's another one that I'm going to do just to figure out my sizing. I'd like to get that just traced off so it's ready. Cut it out and it's ready. And then for other projects I was going to attempt I'd already discussed this before, was trying to make a shirt for my husband. Now this shirt is the only shirt pattern I have, although, no, actually that's a lie. I have got another shirt pattern for him, which was a simplicity pattern. I haven't got it to hand, but it was more for a work shirt. I wanted to attempt making him a proper shirt that he would wear to work, where he has to wear suits. And it's more of a fitted style, sort of, you know, kind of, I don't know how you would say it, a proper shirt basically. Not a relaxed shirt, not like an everyday shirt, more sort of, but he's very specific about how his shirts look, because he's very slim, but has quite broad shoulders. He finds shirts really difficult to buy. Ready to wear ones aren't quite good enough for him. He's an absolute nightmare, just, you know. So I've got a shirt pattern for him, and I mean, you know, I've showed him loads of pictures of all the different patterns, and this is the one that he said, that might be okay. So I chanced it and I've bought that pattern, and it's actually a Mimi G pattern. It's one of her own, and it's on her website, and I think it's called the Gosling shirt, and I'll put a picture up of this shirt. So yeah, I'm going to give this shirt a go and see what happens. I have bought some white linen look fabric for it. It's actually drying at the moment. I've just washed it, so it's actually drying. But I've also purchased some cheap fabric from Pound Fabrics for doing a twirl, because I am nervous about doing this shirt. So I shall find out whether, you know, this is going to be a good shirt for him or not. I'm probably going to have to do a lot of adjustments. So this is why I thought actually the Friday sews might be a good idea, because I can update you on how I'm going with it, and I may do a sew along with me making it. Now you'll know if you've watched my other sew along, my sew alongs are a little bit haphazard. I think if I'm going to do a sew along, I'd like to do it with patterns that I've never done before, because everything that I learn, it's good to film, and so that you can see the process that I go through when I'm doing it. I think doing a sew along with a pattern that you already know and you've already nailed is nice, it's good. I love watching those ones, but I think it's also important to see that all the mistakes and all the learning that someone goes through when you're doing a pattern. I may be wrong, you may think, no, that's awful, we don't want to know that. But you know, I'll think about that one, because I'm not sure. And then I'd said also in my last vlog that I may want to make something for my dad. Now I found again a t-shirt pattern that I'd already purchased for my husband, and again it was a pattern that I'd shown my husband lots of t-shirt patterns and said, which one do you think? And he chose this one. Again, it's another Mimi G pattern, and it is the Westbrook t-shirt, and I will show you a picture again in the little me disappear, see a picture, and then I'll come back again. So yeah, that is a t-shirt pattern that I already have, that I thought I would make my dad this pattern. It's fairly easy, I think, for my dad. I've already said about making him something, and he's just, I don't care what it looks like. He doesn't mind. It doesn't have to be fitted on him. He will just wear whatever I give him, as long as it fits him, obviously. I'll have a look at the measurements on that. But it does come up quite big, because when I'd made it previously for my husband, I think when I'd measured the chest and I'd measured that on the pattern, I cut it out, but then I had to take in loads. It just came up really oversized. And on the website, it does say on the Mimi G website that all the patterns are sort of designed for being quite well fitted. So yeah, I thought that that's not quite true. So anyway, yeah, I had to take it in quite a lot for my husband, and obviously with his waist is very, very narrow, so he's got quite a broad chest and then goes quite narrow into the waist. So I had to do loads of chopping off a lot of fabric for that. But I think for my dad, I'm just going to make the t-shirt straight off and not worry about any of that stuff. Yeah, so that's pretty much where I'm at, I think, with my plans. I can't really think of anything else that I think I'm going to try and attempt. However, there was a top. Now, I've already shown you this fabric, and I'll go and get the fabric now. Okay, so it's this fabric I've shown you before, this double gauze fabric. I washed it, and I think maybe when you wash it, it just sort of fluffs it up a bit and makes it really, really fluffy, and it's much thicker than I thought it was going to be. I don't know why, I thought double gauze was a lot thinner. Well, I've never worked with it before, so there you go, I didn't know. But it is actually quite a thick fabric, and obviously it kind of makes it more waffly, I suppose. I'm calling it waffly, I don't know if that's how you'd say that, but it just tends to make it crease up a little bit more once you've washed it. So what I was thinking with this, and I still, again, I'm not sure whether I'm going to do this or not, but that I wanted to make a nice top for the summer, and I can't really find any patterns that I think would suit this fabric. The only one I found that I have, again, was a free pattern that I got with, again, Simply Sewing magazine. I don't know, I didn't realise I bought this magazine so many times, but I obviously have. And I don't know how you say this. Is it the Sade, or is it the Sade blouse? I'm not quite sure how you'd say that. And it's actually a pattern by named is it named? Yeah, namedclothing.com. And it's actually in the book Breaking the Pattern. It was actually a really, really lovely pattern. It's a very simple blouse. You can see it has a little slit through the sleeve, and then a sort of gathered sleeve, and then a ribbon to tie off. It does have a elasticated waist by the looks of it, but I don't know if you can see that on the shoulder detail. The shoulder has almost like an overlapped part here where it kind of overlaps, which I think is really, really cute. I really like the idea of that. So yeah, and I think this actually, the one that's on the pattern cover, is made in a double gauze as well. So yeah, I thought about making that out of this fabric. I think it would look really nice, but I'm still not sure. I don't know why. I can't decide about this. I don't know why. It's just one of those things you get. Sometimes you get a fabric and you just can't decide what to make out of it. I'm maybe trying that one, but I don't know if I'll have time to get that done in April, so that might extend into May by the time I get this, because I mean the shirt I don't think I'm going to get made yet, so I may not get that shirt made in April. It may extend into May, just because I know I'm going to have a lot of fitting problems with that with my husband, and obviously he's at work every day, all day, so it's going to be one of those things he's going to probably have to try on the weekend, so I can do my adjustments then. Usually when he gets home from work in the evening, he's tired and he doesn't want me faffing around with stream, try this on, and he's just like, no, leave me alone, let me just put my feet up and watch TV. So yeah, I can't think of anything else that I might be doing in April. Obviously there's tons of stuff, but you know, it's not going to happen with time speeding by as it is at the moment. It just feels like the days are flying. I get up in the morning and then suddenly it's night time. It's like, where's the day gone? What's happened to the time? So yeah, yeah, thank you for watching. If you've liked this, then please give me the thumbs up, and if you wish to subscribe, then please do subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed, then I would really, really, really appreciate it, and thank you to everybody who has subscribed. I don't have very much confidence in myself a lot of the time, so I worry that I'm not going to live up to standards. So fingers crossed I do a good job on this. Anyway, so yeah, that's it for, I think, my Friday sews and my plans for April. I hope you've enjoyed watching today, and hopefully I'll do a Friday sews next Friday if I get a chance. Thank you so very much for watching. Have an amazing day, everyone, and have a good weekend, and take care. And as always, sending you all so much love and light. Bye.